Oh, that age-old tale. Karate versus BJJ. And yes, there's still, to this day, after countless of views and videos on YouTube, proving that jiu-jitsu will always be karate, but we still are here today. Now, this isn't a bash video, but I do want to bring some things to light. A few things. One, does it really matter, at the end of the day, which one is better? And I think two is being just an all-around good fighter. Because people that are in the martial arts always have this, it's just like team footballs, politics, religions. Mine's better, yours is worse. But is it really? So I want to watch a video. His name's Jesse. He's a good, I don't know if he's like a Bushido or if Aikido, what type of martial art he practices, but I think it's mainly Aikido. And I also want to say, too, for you guys out there, like, who's this dude that's just a black belt jiu-jitsu guy? No, I have my red belt in Taekwondo, and I have my red belt in karate. So I've been doing martial arts my entire life. I just have stuck to jiu-jitsu because after trying all of them, that's my true passion in my sport. Not to say that I don't practice the other ones. I still do my katas. I still do my my low blocks, high blocks, front kicks, low kicks, if you will. But I want to watch a video that Jesse posted, and it's him doing some different kinds of karate. And I want to see kind of what the difference is because we're going to watch this video, and then we're going to watch a Gracie Baja video after. So again, you guys, I know it's a little long intros, but let's get into it. Go over to Jesse's channel, give him a like, subscribe, let him know where you came from. And again, this isn't a bash video. This is just a video to look over and see, different aspects of different martial arts. Let's go.
Today, I'm trying the world's toughest karate style.
This is Kyokushin karate, a Japanese form of full contact fighting.
Stay nice and light.
And that is Sensei Brian Fitkin, direct student of the legendary Mas Oyama and teacher of Hollywood superstar Dolph Lundgren.
I must correct you.
Today, I'm visiting his dojo to see if I can survive a full class of Kyokushin karate.
Don't give up, keep fighting.
Oh, bloody heel.
Okay, almost done. Don't give up.
But first, I have to prepare.
If you don't toughen up your legs, how are you going to absorb some of these kicks coming at you?
Kyokushin is famous for its devastating low kick.
The kicks could come in like that, and then you get the ones where you use the hip, where you come in and slightly down.
All right.
And then you get the ones where you can sort of just push
straight on.
Like that.
Which part of my leg would be the perfect?
Well, there's this particular part. Depends how close you are.
I've never seen that one before. All these kicks have different angles, right?
Yes. I can just go in. And I come in with the big one, which is
ooh.
But there are actually many different low kicks.
Ooh. That was already painful.
Now it's my turn to try. But Kyokushin also has unique punches.
Then I can come in on your chest. Oh. So I don't have to be like
interesting. No,
this.
yeah. Which a lot of people think karate doesn't have. They think only boxing has hooks.
No.
However, there's one thing I still don't understand.
What is the reason for no punching to the face?
Mas Oyama decided to remove face punches when he created Kyokushin, and I want to know why.
It was because he didn't want to wear boxing gloves, and it would be just like kickboxing.
I suppose that also builds more toughness to not have.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted it to be raw, power without pads and things like that. Yeah, so
and you can't really condition your face.
You can't do that, with the head.
Condition the face. Okay, guys, I want to stop right there, and. We're at 2 minutes. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and B-roll over this while I talk, and then we'll just go ahead and resume at the 2 minutes. So when he's doing all these workouts and stuff, and comparing to jiu-jitsu and those kinds of things, like workout style and everything they're doing, this looks like, just for me, like a typical warm-up if I'm just stretching and getting that 5 minutes in. So when I watch these guys, do I see like a lot of like sweat coming off their brow? Low block kick, 3 or 4 push-ups, a kick, just again, a bloody heel, putting on our pads and stuff. And yeah, but again, like right there at the end of class, like when I see his face, after watching, like when you do a jiu-jitsu class, for example, like some people can't even survive the warm-up, let alone the class itself. I mean, shoot, we've got competition classes, where when he was doing like those push-ups, right? that could be just an entire session on itself. Like you could have 50 people in a circle. All right, guys, then we do 10 push-ups, then we do 10 sit-ups, then we do 10 kick raises. And again, I'm not trying to compare and contrast. I'm just trying to say, like, within these classes, where do you really want to get the most performance out of your workout? Okay. And another thing I want to like digress a little bit, because I do see him as well in like jiu-jitsu gyms. I'm not trying to take away, but this reminds me of when you guys see those dance classes where they're dancing in front of stuff, right? Where they're like Michael Jackson and they're doing the hip hop moves. This is what I see. Every one of them, look at their eyes. Look at his eyes, his eyes, his eyes. Every eye that I see is to the mirror to see their moves. And that's the difference, because Aikido and Muay Thai and kickboxing, you have your opponent, but your opponent has to take a blow, has to take a punch or a kick. And that'll give us into the second part of this little rant here is, when these guys are punching and, getting warmed up and stuff, just like shadow boxing, it's good. Shadow boxing is good. Get your movements in, get everything right. But when you shadow box, we're not using so much energy, obviously, right? We're saving that for the real world. But one thing to remember when we are doing our boxing and our kicking, when he's showing these kicks, this is a good example on this kick. When you see that kick on that 3D model, that kick was an all the way through kick, like I'm kicking through. And when you see a lot of these karate instructors, when they do their kicks, which you'll see here, it's really quick, which looks really powerful, but it really isn't. Do you see how quick those kicks are? And it's a performance, if you will. It's just a performance to show how quick they are. Well, speed is a great thing, but you lose power when you have a lot of speed. So when they talk about punching and they talk about kicking, and they're like, well, it's no different from, boxing. Again, we're not comparing like jiu-jitsu and karate, which one is better. In a sense, it's more of the fact that let's just be an all-rounded fighter and not say that this one particular sport is the all L and 10 tail cell sign. That was a total mess up what I just said right there. But Jesse did a great job. He went to a jiu-jitsu competition and he did pretty well, just by standing up. But again, it's just because knowing a little bit of an art here and there really can help you
things like that
get better
you
at
can't really condition
in MMA, like a mixed martial art, right? That's what we call it, MMA.
Now there is only one technique left to learn: the famous rolling thunder kick.
Front flip and the kick?
Yeah.
Is this something you practice? Or?
Well,
would you be able to teach it to me?
possibly.
Okay. Bam.
But I mean, you have to sort of like throw yourself. Not too much. No, it's too far over. Here's the target. Too far over there.
I see.
Oh,
One more.
one more. Oh. Well, that wasn't bad.
All right. Let's see if I can do it later.
If I was 21 again, I'd show you.
And so it begins. My very first Kyokushin class.
You ready? Come on, tip. Teach me some.
Training kicks off immediately with a smattering of different fighting combinations.
Right.
Luckily, a lifetime of karate practice makes it easy to follow along. But this is just the beginning.
Right. 6. Cut. Go.
After warm-up is done, it's time for some stretching. But I have a feeling that this is
was
just
the
the
warm-up?
calm before the storm.
That was the warm-up?
Most of the kicks from my private class.
So we're do a little bit.
I love the music, by the way. The music is pretty cool. Oops, sorry about that.
After using the...
All right, one more segment here we'll go through. First, this whole thing right here, I don't know if it's really applicable. I think it's just kind of him, showboating off. But let's get into the actual training. The warm-up itself, pretty cool. I like seeing some warm-ups and shadow boxing again. It's good. It's good to just shadow box, get warmed up. I totally understand. Now, is it to an extent? Again, it's a different style of martial arts. Again, I want to preface, this is not a bash on karate. But I do want to give some insight and also some positive feedback. With karate, what's so nice, Aikido, I should say, or what they're going, this special type of karate, if you will. For this example right here, the stretching, the flexibility, and the movement, very important. And that's why I do love Taekwondo and, of course, Aikido so much is you have to remember we have to keep our bodies going as long as we can because we have to survive in them as long as they can. And this is a great way to survive by doing, some little exercises, some knee. Again, I think Aikido karate is a great sport for someone who's just right in between the alpha male and like football player, CrossFit guy, and the Pokemon Go dude. Right in between there. That I don't want to do too much combat, but I want to speak some Brazilian. You don't want to do too much combat in your training, and that's because it's a safe space. It's a safe space for them. And listen, we're learning some cool moves. The downside of this situation right here, of course, is as being a mixed martial artist, we have to make sure that we are on every side of. We should be in every position to be able to be in offense if we need to. Like if we're in defense, if I need to switch it up to ground, boxing, judo, whatever, right? And having those multiple things in our toolbox can definitely help us out. And that's again why I'm saying karate is a good sport in kicking and punching, right? Side kicks, I think karate. With side kicks, the low blocks, and the punches, just a nice straight punch, a low block, a high block, a nice side kick as I'm not standing up and I do it really is a great way to really sharpen your movement, right? Just nice, slow movement into your position where, most jiu-jitsu and boxing, everything's a little more crazy. But again, we can slow it down. So there is some good, there's a good spot about, training and doing some certain kicks and punches, knowing
After
the pressure
using the
points,
body as a punching
knowing
bag,
the spots in the
it's time to
body
use
that hurt the
pads.
most. The liver.
use
Oops, sorry about
pads.
that.
Jimmy, off you go.
And now we turn it up.
Just stay nice and light on the feet.
Unfortunately, the champion keeps hammering away at my legs because he's preparing for the European Championships and I'm just his warm-up. But I guess that's what I get for wearing my black belt, even though I'm a beginner in Kyokushin. Now we start going even harder on the pads. But that's not all. We drop down and start doing push-ups, followed by sit-ups, followed by even more pad.
Out in the 80s right now.
All right. I'm dying. I'm so thirsty. I can barely speak. Almost done. Don't give up.
Now there's only one thing left. Kyokushin style sparring.
Jesse, you know the rules, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah. It's just no punches to the head. That's
No,
all.
right.
And no groin kicks, of course.
Luckily, my first opponent is just a green belt.
Jimmy, off you go!
This should be a walk in the park.
I love watching these guys.
The fight has barely started and I'm already getting kicked in the head. Turns out it's way harder than I thought to not punch the face, but still protect your head. Ooh. Luckily, we're not doing full contact today, because my body is taking a beating. After getting head kicked for the third time, it's time for my next opponent.
Jimmy, off you go!
This time, I'm fighting a brown belt, and he's
Who's
not
got
wearing any gloves
ammonia
in true Kyokushin fashion.
On the back of his
My goal is to remember and use
that with
all
some
of the new
bleach.
techniques that I've learned, including the rolling thunder. So far,
what do you
it's
do?
not going well, but at least I only have one fight left. The bad news is, this is my opponent.
Hey! So, right.
My last fight is against the champion black belt. And it feels like I can't get anything done. Because I'm getting hit with techniques I've never even seen before. And my opponent is just smiling. To be honest, I thought this would be the hardest fight of today, but it's actually the most fun. And perhaps that's the true secret of Kyokushin.
Jimmy!
It's not just about full contact, but full control. And the tougher you get, the kinder you have to be.
Might not have won, but I think I'm a little bit tougher now.
It's hard. I have to say, it's really hard to watch that and kind of not laugh. And I really want you guys to. It's. Now listen, I'll be straight with you guys. When you have, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have something that you have done before, like if you do boxing, if you get in like a straight street fight, you've never fought before, you have about a minute. You have about a minute of gas in you before you absolutely have an adrenaline dump, okay? And that's why I think, again, when I say that, it was a, if you're right in between alpha male and Pokemon, it's a great sport for you. Like, it's a great MMA, it's a great martial art for you. Get you a little tired, little punches, but I want to show you something where you have and I know this is probably in the 90s, but I want to show you something where you have someone who's supposedly accredited, and then you have another person that is accredited. And I want to show you guys what reality is, if you will. So we're going to end the video. It's a little longer, but I want you guys to just really understand and the proof of concept of when we have to take things to the ground, okay? So we've got a karate instructor here at a local dojo, and then I believe we have it's Peleas Sin Reglas, BJJ, versus a karate instructor, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the karate instructor, and this is going to be the jiu-jitsu fighter. And it looks like they are. I haven't seen this video before, so I really want to see what's going to happen here. Oh, never mind. Oh, the guy in the gi is look at the guy in the gi. Oh, this is great. I've never seen this video before. This is great. What was that? What was that? Oh!
Coja, Fabricio.
Nice.
Parte el brazo. Parte. Ríndete. ¡Bravo! ¡Vamos ahí, monstruo!
Woo! Right, chipped his tooth out.
Entre caballeros, por favor, por favor. Vamos, soy dos luchadores y dos caballeros. Un respeto entre los dos.
There's always a round two. Let's see if there's a round two. There's usually a round two. Oh, he's upset. I've never seen such anger. I kind of want to hear. I got to hear this again. And that's it. Right there, you guys. That's it. And it's really hard. It's really hard to go pretty much what we got. It was pretty much what we got. How do you expect to go from this?
Preparing for the European
like these little hand punches, and that's what they're doing, right? When they get into here, they get in that fighting
The
position.
bad news is,
And then what do we get? What did we get? We got a simple takedown into an armbar. And that's where we're going to finish the video because it's a little long right now. And I'm not bashing karate. I'm not bashing karate at all. I encourage you guys to do karate, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, all of it. Make you an overall better fighter because, okay, the guy got taken down right off the bat. Now, if he, learned a little bit of wrestling or, some jiu-jitsu, was able to get back up, all right, now we can get in the standing and fighting position, right? It's being able to go everywhere. So when I brought that video up from Jesse going into a new martial art, I applauded him for that. But it's more of the martial art that's within it. It'd be like me going from like guerrilla jiu-jitsu to Japanese jiu-jitsu to like something or combative, whatever. Like it's with go from jiu-jitsu to judo, right? Or if I'm like, for me, go from jiu-jitsu to Taekwondo, like go into the different realm of of a martial art, let alone like don't stay within the martial art is what I'm saying. Like really expand yourself. For like myself, if I'm going to, compete, do my thing, like I want to know stand up, takedowns, and wrestling. Like those are my main three factors that I want to know. Now, if I want to add a few other things, like maybe like some specialized kicks and some, takedowns, maybe we'll do like some, Taekwondo and judo, like I was saying. But again, I want you guys to be careful about where you're training. And also I want you guys to be careful if you're spending too much time in either one sport or one area. So don't be afraid to like expand and especially if you're finding some holes in your game or you don't feel as strong as you are, because after you roll, you should feel like you are unstoppable. You should feel like you are unstoppable. Okay. See you guys.